A wild duck is swiftly swimming on the surface of the water, but its posture is quite strange. Upon closer inspection, it is discovered that it's being dragged by a mink. As it encountered a log blocking its path on the water's surface, the mink had to climb onto the log to exert force and drag its prey, perhaps because the prey was too heavy. Several attempts ended in failure. And when the mink, exhausted, loosened its grip to rest, the wild duck suddenly revived, flipped over, and fled. Can the mink capture the wild duck again? Let's do a like, share, and subscribe, and keep watching. Minks generally refer to American minks. They are of medium size, with a weight of about 1.5 kilograms on average. Like other members of the Mustelidae family, minks have well-developed canines and agile bodies. They often rely on their agile bodies to suddenly entangle the head of their prey in the water and pierce the prey skull with their sharp canine teeth. Therefore, minks often manage to achieve great success in hunting prey, several times larger than themselves. This mink hunts down the wild duck, instantly biting the duck's neck, rendering it unable to fight back. In a life-threatening situation, the wild duck continuously flaps its wings on the water, trying to free itself from the mink's restraint. Faced with such fierce struggles from the wild duck, the mink remains unchanged. It always maintains its original neck-locking posture. Seeing the wild duck increase its flapping amplitude, the mink simply drags the duck's head into the water, directly pulling it underwater, making the already breathless duck even worse off. The wild duck panics and struggles desperately, barely managing to resurface, then hurriedly flapping its wings to swim to deeper water. The wild duck hadn't gone far before being dragged back into the water by the mink. Struggling tirelessly for a long time, the wild duck was already exhausted. After struggling tirelessly for a long time, finally, the mink controlled it underwater in a head-down position. Controlled in the water, it met its end by drowning alive. A successful mink hunt. The next step was to drag it ashore for consumption. It swam in the water agilely as if nothing had happened. But perhaps due to poor vision, its path was blocked by floating wood in the water. The mink remained calm. It first dragged the duck's head above water, then began the strenuous task of dragging it. But the prey was simply too heavy. Its abdomen was once again hindered by floating wood. No matter how the mink dragged and pulled, it was futile. Just as the mink loosened its grip to catch its breath, the dead duck suddenly revived and fled. The mink hurriedly chased after it. But due to its previous exhaustion, it couldn't catch up with the revived duck. So it had to turn back in frustration, thinking the prey was in hand. Little did it know the duck was playing dead to escape. All efforts and struggles went in vain. What might the mink be feeling at this moment? Alright, that's it for today's video. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed it.